We are live, gang, in New York City, next to me, live. You would think he's in Australia, but he's actually right over here. Look at this. That is Andrew Brown in the flesh, sitting right next to him. We've been together all day. We just got back from the Anchor office, and I'm going to show you what the Anchor office looks like. There, we're starting on the left with Maya, and then we have Neer, Natalie, Andrew Brown, Mike Mignano, and Avi Uniglichter Trusley. So very cool. Could snap that shot. And we had a great time. We spent about 35 minutes with them, which was, I thought, more than generous of the team to be able to offer us that much time. And we got to ask them a lot of questions that you guys posed. And it's interesting. They're not able to really share everything that they are doing for several reasons. But the primary reason is they're doing so many different things, they don't want to reveal some of them because they may never come to fruition. Can you believe that story or not?
So there's a lot of testing involved to get everything right, but apparently there's an update coming within the next month or two. So fairly significant update, I think.
It's going to be significant. They have their whole team working very diligently. You got the web developer that is working on his stuff. They are working on behind-the-scenes things, and all I can tell you is we are very much encouraged by their focus and what they plan on doing in the very near future.
Here comes DJ. Hey.
Wow, so this sounds exciting. Obviously, quite a big teaser.
Yes.
And Brett, I presented the hashtag idea and the searching on that, and they're well aware of that request, and hopefully they'll include it. They have a lot of big things in store. So that, along with this, along with all the other things that we've been talking about, they know.
Hey, what's up, guys?
Hey,
DJ, hey!
How's it going?
Good evening,
What's up,
live
people?
from the what's this place called?
The Row.
The Row. We're in Times Square, the Row, and right on the main drag here in New York City. And we're in the lounge here, broadcasting live. We expected some people to come in, but, you know, it wasn't the greatest day. The weather was kind of drab, and I don't know that we could expect a lot of people. It was last-minute notice for a lot of people, so they had some other things to do this
We're going to
week.
have to plan another one
Yeah.
sometime soon.
In the future, we will make sure that we schedule this properly and everybody knows about it. But we had a great time. We got to meet the team at the Anchor office, as we said, and we think there's a lot of neat things. Now, Andrew and I both got a gift. We were totally unexpecting this, but when we went into the office,
We got T-shirts.
we got Anchor T-shirts. Dig it?
Oh, no.
Oh,
Andy?
cool.
So
Very
we
cool.
were both going to be sporting our Anchor T-shirts tonight, but they're pretty cool. So I think they should sell them, make a little coin on the side, don't you think?
Yeah.
That'll
Sure.
be
I did think eBay did spring to mind, but yes. No, keep hold of them. Keep hold of them.
Exactly. So
They won't be my size, so I won't be ordering them. So you haven't got a seller here, I'm afraid. Or a buyer.
You never know. You never know. They might have some in your size.
they have some in your size. Don't worry about it. And if they don't fit you, it'll fit your poor little puppy anyway. Right? Why not?
I'd have to starve him a little bit, but anyway. Let's not go there.
That's terrific. Good stuff. So, what do we have to talk about tonight besides the Anchor visit and the information we got? We talked a little bit about the community managers and what their roles are. That might be interesting for you to know. They have a title, quote, of community manager, but that doesn't mean that they're necessarily community managers, if you know what I mean. They have a lot of duties that they're working on behind the scenes, and they feel that we're doing a pretty good job managing ourselves in terms of the social aspect of Anchor. In the beginning, we needed somebody to get things rolling on Anchor, and get people involved and, contributing content so that people could contribute their interaction. But we're pretty much on a roll now, and the momentum has started. So there's really not that strong of a need of people to do that from the anchor side. So because we're here and we can do these types of things, you're going to see that they're doing things behind the scenes that we don't even know. So you probably can't see those things, right? But that's what that's all about.
I mean, I appreciate that. It is hard though, because you see the change, don't you? And
Yeah.
if you've been here a while, you think, why have you gone?
Yeah.
What did we do?
Yeah.
And some people don't get that. I mean, the remit is beyond sort of getting us to do waves and things, or asking us to do waves and what have you. But things do change. But it's interesting. We embrace all this new technology, but we're zealots as well.
Yeah.
And the fact that, at the same time, we don't want the people to change. We like the comfortable.
We love change, but we don't want to change. It's one of those things.
Yeah, exactly. So we loved it when Near was on the platform. We loved it when Michael was on the platform, and and the other crew as well. And we were spoiled. They spoiled us, I'm afraid. So we're all spoiled brats now.
I think when they free up some time in the future after they get this big rollout out to us, they may come back and spend more time with us. We know, who knows? But the thing is, the new people don't miss it as much because they never experienced it like we did. So
I get it, and what I hope is that they appreciate that fact that people, when they are passionate about the platform, and they show that in different ways, sometimes not so positively put, but it means actually they just love the place, really.
Yeah.
That's what it means, and I hope they recognise that.
Absolutely.
Yeah, it's a great community of people.
I'm sorry, DJ. What did you say?
I said it's a great community of people.
It sure is.
Yeah.
It's an awesome community. And just the fact they were actually shocked. They thought Andrew and I knew each other offline, and that's why we met up here. And when Andrew said, no, we got together because of Anchor, they were pretty impressed with that. They thought it was pretty awesome. And I said, a lot of people have created relationships. I said, all the people that we have on the dock party, we all know each other. We're like friends now. We meet every week. But it would have never happened without Anchor, because Anchor was the stimulus for all this. And they're starting to appreciate how powerful Anchor is as a social unit and as a platform to build community. So it's pretty strong. It's pretty interesting.
Yeah, and I definitely do hope that. I don't know of any new folks on Anchor who are in the San Diego area. I know me and James are in there, but that would just be really cool if someday some other folks from Anchor are from San Diego, if we could arrange a meetup down here as well.
Yeah, hey, there's nothing keeping anyone from doing a meetup. As long as you could find people in your area that want to get together, I encourage everybody to do it. I think it would be great.
Yeah, as a matter of fact, I'm actually a member of this trance music group on Facebook, and a couple of the members from there are from San Diego, and I remember hitting them up by a private message and like, hey, do you guys want to get together, plan something to meet up? So I'm trying to arrange that with them. So yeah, but I was like, that's awesome, because I haven't met that many folks down here who are into that music.
Yeah.
So it's been a long struggle, and then sure enough, when a friend of mine told me about this group on there, I was like, oh, okay. And so I met some great people, not just who are from here in the group, but also just folks from different parts of the state who just all love sharing the love and passion they have for the genre.
It's really sweet. I heard that you hooked up with James today, didn't you?
Yeah, we did. Yeah, we hung out for a little bit, had a Subway for lunch, and just kind of kicked back, and we listened to today's episode of Courses Countdown together.
Nice.
Cool.
Yeah. What we did, Avi, was normally she does she does a broadcast on each week's episode of Courses Countdown using this app called LiveStar, which she streams it on her phone, but she'll have the the podcast going on her computer using YouTube,
Mm.
and we decided to do it together. So I used my iPad and I used SoundCloud to play the episode.
Nice.
Oh, and that
Yeah.
reminds me as well. Speaking of SoundCloud, guys, I just wanted to let everybody know, since they have finally changed, and since a friend of mine had told me he's had no issues with his mixes being taken down since he gives credit to the artist, that's where I'm going to be uploading my mixes from now on.
Oh, good.
Cool.
I'm still trying to get my URL customized. I don't know why it doesn't want to. It doesn't want to.
There might be a paid thing that you might have to pay for to get the customized URL.
Have you guys ever tried Podbean? Podbean?
You know, I've heard of that one, but I don't know how accessible that would be with.
Yeah.
Stitch is another one as well that I've heard about.
Yeah, I don't know if you'd like it. You ought to try it and see if it's accessible. Is SoundCloud accessible?
Yeah. The website is pretty accessible.
Oh,
Their
good.
mobile app could use some improvements though, because it's in a. The thing is, when I had it a long time ago, and James knows about this as well. But when we had it, it was in a list view, and list views they work very well with VoiceOver especially. But unfortunately, when they changed their design, they made it more of a grid view, which is not as intuitive to navigate with a screen reader. And so, and especially now that SoundCloud, from what I understand, they have a new owner, I'm going to get in touch with them and just tell them, like, I would definitely, even though your service is great, I would definitely recommend making these accessibility improvements for those with visual impairment.
Good. Well, SoundCloud certainly is a good platform. I've tried them both, and I think they're both very, very good. And they offer an RSS feed each, so it's good stuff.
Yeah, and you could reach more people with it. And I know a lot of DJs using, like, I know Ferry uploads his podcast there all the time. He uploads his live. That's a lot of
Nice.
DJs producers use it. So
That's great.
Yeah.
Sounds like you're in the right place. That's good stuff.
yeah, because unfortunately the news did spread that Mixcrate is officially gone. So
Uh,
yep, unfortunately
They don't
they're not-
last forever, you know?
Yeah, that's the case, you know. But
Well, we were encouraged today to hear that Anchor is very well funded, and they don't have
great.
anything in the short term or the foreseeable future that would affect that. Because I asked them, I said, "What do you intend to do? Do you have any ideas regarding monetization?" And they never want to talk about that, you know. So they said,
Did they say they're going to come out with the next version by chance, or did they say we're working on it, or what?
Yeah, they're working on it at the moment, but I reckon that probably within the next week to the month, it'll probably be out.
"Yeah,
So 3 or 4 weeks maybe.
Oh, okay.
hopefully."
And of course, tomorrow is going to be time for another top 3 favorite songs wave. So yeah, be on the lookout for that, because I know I do those every Thursday. Whoop, whoop.
Good job.
I think I'm probably going to do that also. Try doing that and see what the outcome is for that. So
Why not?
yeah, we'll see. I don't know.
Yeah, because the more musical videos we post, the more, people may interact with them, the more followers we may have.
You could do dueling DJs. That would be awesome.
Yeah. Well, that's a good
Yeah,
idea.
and actually we do that a little bit. If I ask her to DJ for a gig that I'm doing or something, or that my family's doing, I'll warm up for her. I'll open up for her, and then she'll go after me. She'll be the closing DJ.
Slash main DJ.
Yeah, that would be great. You guys could get a whole mix going.
That'd be good.
Yeah, I think we'd like that. Pinion would tune in for sure.
So how's everyone else doing
I missed
today?
that. Sorry, mate.
I said
Yeah,
they're
how's
going to be
everybody
doing.
else doing?
They're going to be doing dueling
Thank you very
banjos.
much.
Dueling DJs. So, in doing that, you'd love to hear that. I think you would enjoy.
Oh
it.
yeah, no, I love the trance music actually, and I listen to State of Trance, which I'm sure they've heard
Oh
of.
yeah, with Armin van Buuren. Yeah,
Yeah, so I listen to a bit of that. I don't always have the time to listen to the whole thing, but
Yeah.
I like that sort of stuff. So my brother, he was a DJ in the south of France for 10 years. He's just
Wow.
Oh, that's cool.
repatriated, and now he's staying at mine. Getting under my feet. But yeah. But yeah, that's the life of a DJ. You move around maybe a bit after
Yeah,
time.
exactly. But it's definitely worth it. Like, I'll just quickly mention for those who don't know, and I did talk about this on Anchor. Sorry, I got a notification. Anyway, I did talk about this on Anchor on my Music Monday week, but in case if you guys didn't hear, and my initial goal was to be a radio DJ when I had the opportunity to meet Casey Kasem, which I'm sure many of you probably remember. Avi, you remember Casey Kasem, that
Oh, of course.
iconic voice?
Yeah, I grew up with Casey. Yeah, absolutely. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but anyway, so then I realized, there's a difference between a radio DJ and a DJ who performs live. Because a radio DJ, and both of them are great, but with the radio DJ, you mainly just have people contact you through email, through phone calls. But with a club DJ, you have people come up to you.
Yeah.
DJ, hey, that was an effing amazing set. I loved it. I hope you'll come back to my town someday. And so that's it. I'm like, okay, I want to do this.
How often do they ask for the Birdie song, though? Because that's what my brother got plagued with. So there's this novelty song called the Birdie song.
I'm sorry, hold on, what?
It's all right. It's a bit of a part joke, really, but there's a song called the Birdie song, which is a novelty party song. So you could be in the middle of playing a full-on trance set, and then somebody wants, I don't know, like Agadoo or something like that. Do you know what I mean? It's sort of, some silly little party song, light-hearted party song. And then always ask it after they're drunk as well, and you've got to fend them off.
Yeah, well, I haven't ran into anything like that yet with my gigs, but, but also, I mean, especially since I do have such a soft-spoken voice, it is hard for me to speak in a loud environment like a nightclub. So that's why, for me, when I DJ, because I have performed on stage, a lot of times when people come up to you like, hey, you're doing really well, then that's okay. I can say, oh, thank you so much, and then they just, okay, she's working, let me not, bother her right now. But yeah, it's just like in customer service, you just have to remain professional and stay calm, even if somebody comes up to you. Oh, will you turn this music off? It's crap. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I do, yeah. Oh, dear.
But how's everyone else doing today? What's been going on? I know that it's been kind of a big day with as far as like what went on last night with the results and all, but yeah.
Well, today for me, I've been working this afternoon. Well, I took half a day off actually, and working in the morning, and work at an animal rescue centre in the afternoon.
Cool.
So they've got they only had about 6 dogs left at the moment. They have about 18 normally, and so they had a good run at rehoming, and so we took them out for a bit of a walk and a bit of fun, and really enjoy it. And that's what I like to do, and that sort of nicely splits up the week for me as well by going there. So it's a great way of life. Today's one of my best days.
Oh, sweet. Yeah, me, like I said, me and James had a good time today. We were just having fun and just chatting and doing our usual musical jam session. Yeah.
It's terrific.
That's what life's about, isn't it? Yeah, it's good for everyone today.
Yeah, it's
the planets are aligning.
Exactly. Enjoying it and appreciating what it has to offer. That's me. I mean, even though there are some moments where I'm positive, or I mean, moments where things can kind of go downhill. It's like, I'm just going to enjoy this day while it's here.
Cool.
It's important to reset, isn't it, as well? You've had some waves and I can be right misery, and it's just the way life is, and then you try and reset the next day.
That's what you want to do. We had a great time. I met Andrew for lunch today. Came in off the train from Philadelphia to New York. and we went to the Hard Rock Cafe for lunch.
Oh,
Pretty
sweet.
cool.
That was neat.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, and they have some great memorabilia at the Hard Rock Cafe. I did some Snapchats from there. We saw when you first walk in, they have the Beatles outfits from 1960s, and when you go upstairs or downstairs, yeah, we went downstairs
Yeah.
to where all the eating areas and it's set up almost like an arena in this particular location. Are they all set up that way?
Yeah, some of them are.
Yeah, I don't know. So it was pretty cool where the tables were. So we all sat, and I saw a Pink Floyd. You remember Pink Floyd, DJ Hay?
Yeah, absolutely, of course.
Their gold record is on the wall, framed, and that was cool. They had a Woodstock picture from back in the late 60s, right?
Oh, nice.
Pretty
You know, the one
Beatles.
song I remember from there was Freedom by Richie Havens.
Yeah,
Mm.
yeah. I saw other pictures. George Harrison picture, big picture on the wall. Who else? Posters for the Beatles as far as when they appeared back in '64 in Atlantic City on the boardwalk. So it was pretty amazing. It's pretty
They
exciting.
really got around, didn't they? They really got around, didn't they? And
Yeah.
was this in their sort of pre-famous days when they were sort of, before they
So.
became famous, or
Yeah.
when they were famous?
Well, they
Probably
were
a bit of
famous by that time. They had come over from England, and they were here in the States. When they hit the States, they became extraordinarily overnight sensations, and people wanted them everywhere. They were on. I don't know if you remember Ed Sullivan when they were on the Ed Sullivan Show, which was a Sunday night entertainment show, and they performed. That was it for them. Everybody knew them, and everybody was crazy about them. So amazing.
Wow, because they're from my neck of the woods, you know.
Of course.
from Merseyside, from
Yeah.
Liverpool,
About
and
Cool.
yeah, and I've been to the cavern, but it's not the real cavern. The real cavern's been, well, that's I think that's even all closed off now. But they've got a club called the Cavern, and it's really good in there. Really good vibe. They play all the Beatles songs, and yeah,
Oh,
everyone
that's
goes
neat.
mad, you know.
Wow.
And
As you
I mean,
do.
last time I went there was coming on over 10 years ago now, but I just remember having a brilliant time there. You've got to be careful with the bouncers; they're a bit tricky, but you know. But yeah, they're all right. Yeah, it's a good thing. What was the name of the bouncer who was on Anchor for a bit?
Ross.
Oh,
Ross. Yeah, if he was there, I'd be worried. Yeah, but no, he wasn't there. Thank God.
No, he's over in Ireland, I think.
That's
Somewhere.
right. Yeah, that's far away enough. I think he's a big man.
About Abbey Road. Are you near Abbey Road?
No, that's in London. So Abbey Road's in. So I'm probably I'm guessing about 50 miles away from there. So
Oh,
maybe that's near, but in England that's miles and miles away.
yeah.
I'm sorry, what was your name again? Greg? You said your name was Greg?
Brett's here.
Brett Bell is his real name, but he goes under Tinian on Anchor. You've seen Tinian before, right?
Oh, yeah. I follow him on Anchor, yeah.
Yeah, so I'm Tinian, and it's a bit of a long story about why I'm called Tinian, but basically it's I've been using the name for so long, it's me anyway, so it doesn't really matter. It's become my name.
Exactly. Whenever I see Brett's name, I call him Tinian, so it doesn't matter. He comes to dinner either way you call him. He's there.
Exactly.
Awesome.
So I've been in New York this week. Was in Columbus last week for the last 4 days, and then got here Sunday. So today's pretty much my last full day here. And then tomorrow I fly off to Toronto and meet up with Chris Gange and stay
Fantastic.
for 3 days. Do a bit of doing around Toronto and going to Niagara Falls with Chris. Going to take some photos around there, which would be cool, and head back home after that, back to Melbourne. So it's been a whirlwind trip. But pretty good.
Unbelievable trip. Yeah, it's great. And Chris, you guys all know Chris Gann. She's going to have a ball when he gets up to Toronto.
That's amazing. I mean, this is the first anchor tour, isn't it?
Pretty much.
Good on you, pioneer.
Really shocked as well.
You need little anchor flags you can put in each country you go in, you know?
I should
That's true.
do that.
You should do that.
Yeah,
That'd be great.
I was here.
Take the anchor symbol, put it everywhere.
Yeah, it'd be awesome.
Yeah. At least, he's the first guy to wave in 3 different continents. Isn't that amazing?
That is, actually.
Great. It's really
I mean, the only person who might compete in the future that I know of is documentally Christine Payne.
There you go.
Yeah, but I don't know
If he's actually done it yet.
if he's any. Yeah, exactly. So, in my eyes, you're the pioneer. Good on you.
Awesome. That's something to be
Yeah.
proud of.
Yeah.
Didn't think of that.
Yeah. That's right. The international anchorite. I love it.
Yep.
It's terrific stuff.
Mm,
Yeah, get that tour T-shirt going.
I want to
yes.
know what James got plans for tonight and tomorrow and the rest of the week.
Well, as for tonight, not really gonna do much. And tomorrow, kind of the same thing, and the rest of the week. So yeah.
Mellowing out. You're still going to school, right?
Yes. I do go tomorrow, and then I'm off for off on Friday, and of course the weekend and Monday because I go on Tuesday and Thursday. So yeah.
Nice.
Okay.
Good.
Yep. For
So how's the school work going? Is it you enjoying what's going on?
Yep. And
So what is
just
your
kinda-
course? What's your course about?
Well, I'm actually doing 2 of them. One's a piano class, and I'm also doing a history of a genre, which in this case is jazz. I did one in the spring, which was devoted to rock
Cool.
and roll music. So I register for the spring semester next Monday, so I'll be doing that.
Nice.
Awesome.
Yep, I can register at after 3:30 p.m. Pacific time, which would be 6:30 for you guys over there.
So is it a music course altogether? Like how long does your course go for?
It usually goes for about 16 weeks, basically, and then there's and then finals.
Yep.
That's like for the spring, and then I think the fall is a little bit shorter than that. But yeah,
Okay.
they mostly care about you going for the spring and fall semesters. Hardly anybody goes for the summer, but yeah.
That makes sense. Everyone's taking the break.
That's great.
That's cool.
That's the sort of course I'd want to do day in, day out. It sounds brilliant.
Yeah.
Absolutely, and I'm kind of excited for one of the things that's happening next year in April. My friend Amy, I got the announcement that she's going to get married next April. I think April 8th. April 8th. I'm going to be DJing for it.
Cool.
Yep, for the reception. So yeah.
It's going to be terrific too, huh?
Yeah, I'm contacting her via Facebook Messenger, keeping in touch with her that way as far as what songs that they want me to play and all that. As of this point, it's not going to be like trans music, but it's going to be, just other songs that have a trans like beat, like the Black Eyed Peas, I Got a Feeling, and so forth.
Cool.
Stuff like that. But yeah.
Sounds like a good mix.
Yep, and it just comes down to putting because I have a main playlist, which is my DJ name, JD the DJ. So I'm going to kind of take songs from there, not all of them, but some of them from there, and put them into a playlist that I might just call Amy's Wedding or something.
Nice.
And then just kind of rehearse that playlist or something, and then kind of go from there. And I am going to use my iPad with a DJ application, and as far as the sound, a speaker system, they have a speaker system there that I can use. So
Very nice.
I just Yeah, so I just have to worry about bringing my iPad because they'll provide everything else as far as speakers and mics, that sort of thing. So, yeah.
Do you have to travel to get there? Is it a far distance?
Yeah, it's actually not that far at all. It's in this place called Palm Desert, which I think it's kind of in the Palm Springs area here in
Oh, wow.
Cool.
California, which I think is about a couple of hours away or something like that. I'll have to refresh my memory on that. It's been a long time since I last went to Palm Springs.
Yeah.
Yeah, so.
That should be a great project. Have you ever done a wedding before?
Out of all the gigs I've done, this will be a first. I've never DJ'd for a wedding before. I know I've been asked to play the piano for a couple of weddings, but as far as actually DJing it, this will be a first.
Good. Well, that'll be a great experience for you. That'll be super.
Yeah, and as far as me posting it on YouTube, I'm not going to do that because it's kind of a small wedding. It's kind of a private thing, so I'm not going to bother posting it there. But
Yeah. Well, they might have a videographer there at the wedding, so they'll include you in that.
Yeah, probably, yeah.
That's great. Super. Well, guys, what time is it? It's about 7:30. We're going to have a brief session tonight because we are away from our home base, and we're in this bar. They probably don't want us to sit here all night with this, but
Yeah.
we're gonna.
Well, that's fine. Yeah, that's fine. Actually, it's 7:23 Eastern.
Yeah. And we got started a little bit early, so we've been on about a half hour. And then for me to record this, I want to be able to have it finished before I have to jump on the train. So I'm heading back to Philadelphia tonight.
Oh, okay,
It
yeah.
often takes some time to process. So if we do a real long one, it could take you extra long. So that'll be great.
Oh, okay, yeah. I
next
see what you're saying there. So, all right then.
Yeah.
Well, thank you for having us for this. This was awesome.
Guys are awesome. Thanks so much. Tinian, thanks for joining us tonight. It was a real treat.
You're welcome.
Good to see
Thank you
you
very
all.
much.
You bet.
Yeah,
next
take
time.
it easy. Well, have a good one. Bye-bye.
Absolutely. Stay well.
See you later,
Take care,
guys.
All right.
everybody. Anchor Dock Party number 31. Signing out. Go out and make some waves.
Bye.